It's time now for viewer mail, which is unfortunate because I feel like doing a creepy cheapie. Hello, monster fans and Halloween fanatics and art lovers of all kinds. Time once again for creepy cheapies, where we look for the best in affordable and interestingly designed monster masks. Today's weird creation is from the folks at Oktober Studios. No, not like that. It's Oktober with a K. No, not like that. When I say Oktober with a K, I don't mean... No, not like that either. Look, it's okay, T-O-B-E-R, instead of O-C. You understand? You have to stop thinking about the O-C and instead think of okay, because it's okay, T-O-B-E-R. You with me? Sure. Oktober with a K. And did this mask come out in 2024 or 25? I don't remember, so I'll just ask him. Did you come out in 2024 or 25 as a mask? It doesn't matter. Well, it might matter to somebody. It might matter to the viewers. You don't think it does? All right. He doesn't think it matters, so I'm just going to move on. I think he came out in 2024, but never mind. Anyway, what is his name? Well, you know, folks, sometimes it's a bad day down at the BMN. That's the local Bureau of Mask Names, and there just aren't any good names available. They weren't going to call him, you know, Hootie and the Blowfish or something like that, no. So he's simply the white one. And you may have thought I was the white one. He's the white one. Now what is he? Well, oddly enough, he has a twin brother who is less white than he. His twin brother is, are you ready? Brace yourself. He's just kind of a pale color rather than white, so he's the pale one. He's the pale one, this is the white one. And actually, they're the same. They're from the same sculpture, same molds and everything. It's just the color that is different. And the one that Oktober calls the pale one doesn't even look all that pale to me. It just looks kind of a all-purpose, generic Caucasian skin color. Yeah, okay, doesn't look pale by my standards. You do, though, the white one. What is he? Well, one nice thing about him is that as far as costuming and show use, really the door is wide open. Would somebody close that door, please? Close that. Yes, you're letting all the bugs out. Thank you. Anyway, costume-wise, you could go with a lot of different things. Now, my first impression was, and I believe this is what they had in mind at Oktober, my first impression was that he was kind of like Slender Man. He's kind of like one of the old creepypasta characters, just sort of a nondescript, just sort of a vaguely half-formed sort of a thing out in the woods or haunting a house. And if he was that kind of character, I would go for, well, I could actually get away with what I've got on right now, a dark suit and all that. Couldn't I? I could get away with, sure. Or better still, a sort of formal suit like a human might be buried in, or like an undertaker suit, black suit and tie would be good, because, you know, he takes pride in his appearance, I think. More interestingly, he takes pride in his disappearance. But moving right along, the other thing he could be is just a ghost. Yeah, but no, I didn't mean that as a put down. No, not just a ghost, like there's anything wrong with ghosts. I'm saying you would make a very good ghost. Or as they prefer to be called today, apparition Americans. He could be a ghost in a white robe with a white hood, or pale gray, perhaps. Maybe not as white as brand new fabric. Maybe rough it up a little with a little, a little Fuller's Earth powder, or a little gray paint mist or something, just a bit here and there, so it's not totally white like it just came off of a rack at the costume shop. But I think he'd make a just a swell ghost with a white robe, maybe a hood, and And speaking of hoods, the one issue you might have with going for the Slender Man aspect is that this is a little more than a 3/4 mask. What would you call that? A 2/3 mask, or a 4/5 mask, or a 6 7/8? Well, you know what I mean. It's a bit more than 3/4, but only a little. It doesn't have the full back, which means if you've got hair on the back of your head, it will hang out the back and people will see it. So if you're wearing this at Halloween, if you care about looking like a real whatever this is, the pale one, as opposed to just, you know, wearing it with some friends at a party and just being kind of silly. If you're serious about looking like this guy, you want to either wear like a tight white or black fabric hood underneath that will hold your hair in and kind of disguise the back and cover up the fact that you might have a neck that looks like it's made of human skin, or you might have a neck that looks like mine and looks like it's made of something. But anyway, the white one sells for, wait a minute, how much do you sell for? 40, 50 bucks? Yeah, 40 or 50 bucks. Great paint job. I love the way they did that, and I love the way his expression is a little bit inscrutable. He could be friendly. He could be a friendly whatever he is, or he could be pretending to be friendly to lure humans into a false sense of security and friendship and so forth. He could be faking that benign look. As for why do I like the white one better than the pale one when they're virtually the same, I just feel like let's go all the way. You know, let's go ahead and commit to not being human, not being made of skin, but being made of ectoplasm or whatever it is he's made of. Are you made of ectoplasm? Latex. Okay, no, show a little imagination. Well, yeah, I know you're made of latex, but are you? All right, yeah, okay. He says ectoplasm is as good a word as any as far as what he is in his spooky form. But this is a wonderful sculpture in terms of the wrinkle patterns and the little lines here and there. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that on your rectangular device you're looking at right now, but trust me, they didn't just, you know, take a screwdriver and gouge the clay out with it. They really thought about what these little lines would look like. So he has kind of a shrunken head texture going on, which just adds to the interesting vibe. Very unusual mask, and as I say, kind of harkens back to the days of Slender Man and the creepypastas, our old pal, the white one. 40 or 50 bucks from the weirdos at Oktober. I recommend him, and we'll be back next time with something else, I hope, at least as pale as I am.